This is the Mac Mini M4, and I finally had the chance to get my hands on this to not only review, but also see how well this thing performs, because honestly, this thing is a powerhouse for an affordable price. And today we'll cover everything you should know about this Mac Mini in terms of performance, what you can expect, and also some accessories that can also enhance this Mac Mini for your use. So without further ado, let's get straight to what you need to know. Now let's first talk about the all-new design. Because of course, for most that do not know, I currently use the likes of the Mac Mini M1, and it's a biggish type of Mac. It's very large and does take some space. But unlike the old Mac Minis with the M1 chip, the new Mac Mini M4 is very small. In fact, it is about 5 inches with the width and depth, and about 2 inches with the height, which, yes, it is very tiny. And I mean, if you plan to put this somewhere where it's out of the way, you can, or you can even just have it underneath your monitor. It is that small and doesn't take too much space. But now let's actually talk about the main performance of this little machine. Now, of course, this does include the likes of the M4 chip, which does include 10 CPU cores, 10 GPU cores, 16 Neo Engine cores, and of course, as Apple has stated, all Macs will come standard with 16GB of unified memory. So you at least have a good amount of memory, especially if you do plan to use this for some heavy work. And of course, this is the base spec, so it will include 256GB of SSD storage. But now let's go to some of the ports, which I'm happy that Apple did do this one port for the Mac Mini M4. Now first, let's talk about the front. Now at the front, you'll find two Thunderbolt 4 ports or USB-C ports, with finally a 3.5mm headphone jack in the front instead of the back. Because honestly, the past Mac Minis had the headphone jack at the back, and of course, having it at the back can make sense to hide cables, but still, it makes your cable a lot shorter for you to actually have it to reach to you. But at least it's at the front, so it actually does make it a lot easier to plug in your headphones into the device itself. But going to the back, you'll find 3 extra Thunderbolt 4 ports or USB Type-C ports, an HDMI port, an Ethernet port, and of course your power port. But I do want to add, if you are someone that wants to go for the likes of the M4 Pro version of the Mac Mini, the back Thunderbolt ports will be upgraded to Thunderbolt 5, which is a lot better and a lot easier for a lot of creatives out there. Now, I just want to get this out there right now. This little Mac Mini, the M4, is $599, which is the cheapest you can actually get with any Mac device on the market right now. And that's what makes this product a lot more unique, because it allows more users to actually easily enter the Apple ecosystem just using this little computer system. And the performance of this computer system is actually impressive, and we'll actually cover that later in this video. But now let's actually talk about the accessory that you've probably seen in the B-roll shots, and that is the Sateki hub. Now I actually have this with my current Mac Mini M1, which also has the Sateki hub, but basically this is definitely an accessory I will definitely say can be useful for a lot of users, especially if you want to have the likes of a USB Type-A port. So if this hub, which is found with Sateki, which is actually priced at $99, does give you 3 USB Type-A ports, an SD card reader. It gives you better airflow for your Mac Mini, which can be useful if you want to use this for more performance, but it also gives you a chance to actually upgrade the storage, which is a nice plus, because let's be honest, because Apple is very pricey when it comes to upgrading the storage through Apple themselves, which yes, they're very pricey, but at least you can now easily upgrade the storage using the Sateki hub. But now let's get to the main thing that you might want to know, which is the performance of the base spec model for the Mac Mini. Now for this performance test, we are going to be using Blender, and there's a project file that I have saved, which you can easily find on 3D Trader. But this is going to be a good way for us to actually see how this Mac Mini does perform against the likes of my main Mac Mini, and of course RTX 3060. But now let's talk about the render times I had with the Mac Mini M1 and also the RTX 3060. Now with my Mac Mini M1, which of course it's like the first generation of the M chip, it managed to render this project in about 52 minutes, and that was with optimized settings for Blender, which yes, it's a long time. Now with the likes of the RTX 3060, it managed to do it in 2 minutes and 33 seconds, which I'm going to say if the Mac Mini M4 if it can reach this render time, then it's definitely going to be a good option for a lot of users that do plan to use the Mac Mini M4 for more renders and obviously graphical use, because honestly, it would be nice to have a system that can actually do these type of things. So let's now put the Mac Mini M4 to a test. Now the first render we're going to be doing is without using any optimized settings. This is just raw performance without any adjustments to make it a lot more smoother for rendering, and obviously this gives you an idea of how well it can render without having to be adjusted. For the normal render test, it did it in 6 minutes. Yes, that's right, 6 minutes. So you can already see the performance jump is a big jump from the M1 to the M4, and that's actually a really good thing to see. But what about if we actually optimize Blender a bit more, so it can run a lot more smoother and a lot more performant on the Mac Mini M4? And wow, the time was actually pretty impressive, and I'll definitely say, when I did this, I definitely heard the little fan in the Mac Mini go a bit, but the time is pretty impressive. So with the optimized settings for Blender, it did it in 4 minutes and 56 seconds, which yes, it's not close to the likes of the RTX 3060, but still, this is the base spec model of the Mac Mini, and the fact that it was so close, it is very impressive to see how well this thing can perform with just base specs. But now let's finally get to the final conclusion of this Mac Mini M4. Should you get it? And I'll definitely say, if you're someone that's like me, that is currently using the likes of the Mac Mini M1 or even the old Intel based Macs, this is definitely a good option, especially with the price tag being so affordable for a lot of users. And not just that, but it's also the easiest way to actually get into Apple Intelligence, also using the likes of Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, and so much more Apple applications, which are obviously found with just Apple devices. And honestly, this is a powerhouse of a machine, which is actually easily to be able to be put in any scenario, whether it's in your day setup or even the setup we currently have this right now, which is basically away from the setup and just almost like a display piece. If you are someone that is wanting to have more performance, you can anyways go for the options with the M4 Pro, where with the base spec with the M4 Pro, including 12 CPU cores and 16 GPU cores. And not just that, but there's even an extra option to go for. You can even get the likes of 14 CPU cores and 20 GPU cores. So if you do actually want to have more performance, you can even go for that and still have the same small form factor. But always at the end of the day, I'll definitely say this is a good product to go for, especially if you're wanting to get a new system, whether if you are someone that's coming from Windows or Apple device. And this thing is a powerhouse, and I do hope Apple does announce more products that are going to be more similar to this, because Apple might have actually unlocked a new category for their products with the likes of the Mac Mini M4. But always, let me know in the comments below. Do you think you'll go for the Mac Mini M4, or would you wait to see what will be announced from Apple? But always, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Be safe as always, and have a great day. Bye.